Hey guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sarah Elizabeth, and I am a graphic designer and illustrator, specifically in the music industry. I love to make posters, merchandise design, album covers, pretty much anything within the music world where I can use my design and illustration skills. And in today's video, we're going to be redesigning Sabrina Carpenter's merch, and I've been a huge Sabrina Carpenter fan for so many years, so I'm super excited to do this. I just love her sound. I love her style. It's super coquette, vintage style. It's the best way I can describe it. I love her outfits that she wears on stage and just her overall aesthetic as an artist. It really inspires me, and I love her music, so I'm super excited to show you my ideas for her merch redesign. She does already have some merch. She has a website, and I will show you guys that here. We'll kind of go over what she already has on her website, and then we'll go over my ideas, and I'll walk you through the whole merch redesign. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so now we're opening up Sabrina Carpenter's merch website. Or not. I don't know what's going on. I think coincidentally the same day I decided to record, her website is down. So we're gonna have to pull from images, I guess, off of Google and try to find the merch. I already reviewed it before I started filming for this video a few days back when the website was working. Let's go ahead and find those images, and then we can go over what she already had for her merch. Okay, so I found one image here of some of her merch designs. I absolutely love this poster. If you guys haven't seen the full design of this poster, it's amazing. But it looks like for some of her other stuff or her apparel designs, we have a lot with just her image on it, which I like and dislike. You see that a lot nowadays with artists with their tour merch, just kind of slapping their image onto it and then moving on. I think that it's more fun to be a little more creative, so kind of understand the artist's vibe, understand the lyrics of some of their most popular songs to kind of implement those sort of things in the design rather than just smacking a picture of them on the shirt. But I do like at least that this one here, for instance, is not just a square cutout. We have a square cutout one here, but these aren't square cutouts, so I at least appreciate that. But very simplistic. I totally agree with the color palette. That's the same sort of color palette that I'll be going off of. I think that fits her image really well, but just very simplistic, kind of her name, last name on the back, silhouette. We have some images, and then it looks like the tour dates here with the locations. Let me see if I can find another one because I know that she had other ones. Okay, so this is another one here, and this shows some more options. We can still see the same tee here. This shirt over here, I have seen it on her website. It does say I heart Sabrina, and then it crosses out Sabrina and says Sluz. So I think that's a very fun thing that she did with this merch line. She had some jokes in there and then referencing back to her singles off that album. I love the vinyl here. I think that's really cute, the little vinyl record. I don't hate it, but I think that we can go a little bit more creative. So let me show you guys what I have sketched out here and some of my ideas for what I think we should do. So I have a few different designs, and I'm just gonna pick from my favorites, but the first one we have is this nonsense based off of her song Nonsense, sort of patch lacy design that I think would be really cute on a baby tee. And then we have one from one of my favorite songs off the album, which is Read Your Mind, but this is the full lyric, I can't read your mind. And then this one is super cute. I really like this one. It is 2 cherries on stems with a bow, and it has SC for Sabrina Carpenter. So I thought that would just be something cute with, simplistic with her initials in it. And then we have this one based off the song Fast Times, and this is just a speedometer with hearts instead of numbers of how fast you're going, and then of course the speedometer all the way on the fast times. And then we have a playing card, and this one is super unique because this is the only one that I think I'm gonna do with her face in it, or using a photo of her. And so this is a playing card, and instead of aces and kings and queens, we're gonna do her initials S and C with hearts, and then we'll just have the portrait inside of 2 of her flipped to look like a playing card. And then the items that we're gonna be using for this merch redesign collection, we're gonna be putting it on tote bags, hoodie, sweatpants, a baby tee, and making an enamel pin. And the first one I think I want to do here, I open up Illustrator, is the S and the C design with the cherries. So we're going to go ahead and get into that one here. I think for a lot of my overall process here, I'm probably just going to speed it up, just do like a little time lapse, but I'll walk you through this one because this one's fairly simple. I might go in and change the colors a little bit later, but I think we're just gonna go with kind of a tiny bit of a muted red, a little bit of a deeper red. And then what I like to do, and all of this is just my personal preference of how I like to design. I know there's like a million ways that you could do things in Illustrator. I'm just gonna create this little cherry shape here. The pencil tool is really helpful. I absolutely love the pencil tool. I just wish that I was a less shaky person. Let me ensure that I have. Okay, that's why. Make sure to smooth your pencil tool, guys. If you're gonna be using the pencil tool, definitely make sure to smooth it out because it's gonna be a nightmare if not. So then we are going to just paste another one here, and then we are going to reflect it. And I want them to be kind of like not perfect with each other. I think we'll go with that. And then in order to create these stems, I'm just gonna grab the pen tool. And then I'm going to go over to the stroke tab here. I just rearranged all of my stuff in Illustrator, so it is like wonky to me. All of the little like tools over here. Oh, I just like created new windows. But one of my favorite tricks here with this, with strokes specifically, is if you go to the width tool, you can alter the width of your stroke so it doesn't look so like static, I guess. I don't know how to like shapely, where it just looks like it was made on Illustrator. You can kind of like make it a little bit more organically shaped, if that's the best way to put it. But then you can alter these points up here and kind of change the width, give it a little bit more shape, and you can do this at any point. Like, see, you could do that, so it's really fun. You can change the width pretty much anywhere on these. Okay, and now I put on a bunch of more details. So I put the bow, I have some highlights, some shadows in the cherries, the stem, and all over the bow. And now we are going to figure out what font that we want to carve out the S and the C in the cherry. Okay. We're back. I came across this font called Ducky, and I just really liked the curves in this one, and I feel like it goes really well with the cherries. And what I want to do is I want to carve out the letters in here so that the background or the color of the garment shows through with the letters. So let's go ahead and do that here. So now I'm just going to go ahead and select everything, or select the cherries and the letters, use the shape builder tool here, and boom, there we go. And now it just looks white, but we'll be able to see it once I mock it up, what it's gonna look like on the different garments. But I think this is so cute. I love it so much, and I feel like it fits her aesthetic so much. So I'm really happy how this one turned out, and let's go ahead and get to the next design. So now we have the playing card design. So for this one, I'm going to start off with it in Illustrator, and then for the part where I have her portrait on the inside and everything, I'm gonna pull that into Photoshop. So the first thing we're gonna do here, I'm just gonna use this curved rectangular tool, and we're gonna try to use the same red color across the whole design. I want kind of similar vibes to the last one with the cherries, where the S and the C are showing through. So this one's gonna be all red, all the same color. And now we have our Sabrina Carpenter playing card, and we are just going to pull this template into Photoshop so we can add some texture, and then of course add Sabrina Carpenter into the card. Okay, so now we have the edited Sabrina Carpenter photos. I decided on these this one photo because I liked the way that her arms were shaped and I thought it'd be nice for flipping it for a playing card. So now we're just gonna go ahead and go up to filter and filter gallery, and it's gonna give us a bunch of different options, and I'm gonna play around with it and try to create like a postery, like grainy effect. So let's go ahead and do that. And now I have the effects on her, and I think they look really awesome, very vintagey, like grainy, which is exactly what I was going for. So what I did was I just put a solid color background on the layer underneath her, just so I could see the white parts from the parts that I want to keep. I magic wand tooled the middle part out, but what I'm gonna do, because it'll make it a lot easier, is I'm gonna go to select, make sure that this layer is selected, go to select, color range, and then we should be able to eyedrop tool this white, like all of the white, even in the super small parts. So if I zoom in, you can see that it's giving that grainy effect. So there's whites, like it's all over the place. So we want to make sure we get it exact as much as we can, and then hit delete, and that should have gotten rid of a lot of the white that we wanted to get rid of. There's still a little bit, which I think we should be able to go back in here. You can kind of do this where if you hit this plus button, it allows you to keep coming back over different spots and expand your selection more. You can see it kind of in this box. It'll show that you're selecting more areas that you want to get rid of, and then okay. It's hard to get everything just because they're all like slightly different values from one another, but it's okay. We're just trying to get like the main parts here, and then we can put one whole entire color on everything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of just get rid of any other little bits and outlines, and then switch the color back to red, and I'll come back. Okay, and now we have Sabrina back in the playing card, and I'll zoom in here so you guys can see. So we have like this grainy effect and this like poster kind of effect, which I absolutely love. The only thing I think I want to change is the background. I feel like it's a bit plain now, like there's nothing going on around her. There's a lot of negative space. So I think I'm gonna play around with that a little bit and see what I can do to fill that space up. Okay, I think the playing card is all done. I'm really happy with how this one turned out as well. And then what I'm gonna do on the back of the hoodie for this design is just have Sabrina Carpenter just typed out on the back. So I'll go ahead and do that in Illustrator. And for the next one here, we have the nonsense lacy sort of patch design. And for that one, I think I want to hand illustrate. I want it to kind of have that more organic shape to it with like the lacy part around it. So I'm actually going to use my iPad for that. So I'll show you guys some iPad footage of me creating that design. And the last one I think that we're gonna do here is the I Can't Read Your Mind design, just because that is like one of my favorite songs on the album. So I'm gonna do that one here. We're just gonna create sort of, I guess, a little like thinky bubble. So let's create some circles here. I'm not sure what color I want it. It'll probably be white for the background, probably, but I'm just gonna do it in a separate color right now just to get a better idea for myself. So I think we're just gonna go around, kind of randomly shape it. Okay, so something like this. And we're just gonna use the Pathfinder tool here to connect all of them. And then I'm just gonna type out, I can't read your mind, just in simple text. Just keep this one kind of more text-based than some of the other designs. Okay, so I've settled on this kind of fuchsia color. I think this is really cute, and we didn't do anything in this color, but I think this fits kind of with the upbeat sort of vibe of the song. I like this color. I think this one's cute. I think it's like simple, cute, just a cute little lyric piece. I think that is everything that we have here for all of our designs. So I'm gonna go ahead and mock everything up and then show you guys what everything looks like. All right, and that is everything for today's video. If you want to see any more artists and their merch redesigned in the future from me, let me know in the comments, and make sure to follow me on my TikTok and my Instagram page in my description. And if you're a music artist and you're a band looking to get merch done, posters, album covers, anything along those lines, please feel free to reach out to me. My business email is also in the description. I'd love to work with you. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.